Hello and welcome to Lime Colored Rants. And I am your lime colored host, Lime Wedge Loach. And this is a kind of semi-serious, semi-joking one where I am talking about politics. I mean, it's all kind of serious, but I will additionally poke fun at the, you know, political people because, that amuses me. Just like corporate advertising logos, stuff like that. Actually, that doesn't bother me. I'm not getting paid for this. But I'm kind of like how politics is. You know, you wear our stuff, we give you money. You promote our agenda, we give you money. That's how it works. A lot of people, claim they don't do that. I think that's highly illegal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's highly illegal. But people do it. That's the people we are electing to office. And, I'm going to try not to bash anyone specifically in this rant. Cough, cough, Obama. But politics in general. How screwed up it is. Because, Obama has lied to the American public. That was, an established fact. In 4 years, America's going to be back on its feet. America, the great and good America. And then 4 years later, re-election time, I will change, finish what I started in the next 4 years. Didn't you say you would be done after the first 4 years fixing things? Isn't that what you said? And then Mitt Romney. Everyone, oh, well, he flip-flopped, he lied to America, And I'm just sitting like, Obama lied, but that seems to be okay. I guess because he's the president, it's okay that he's lied. But Mitt Romney, he's a candidate. So it's not okay that he lies? Because as long as we have somebody who's in office lying, it's okay. But if we have someone who wants to get in office who's lying, it's okay? Huh. Because, all politics lie. That's a politician. You can't spell politician without lie. Stuff like that. Because it seems like in today's world, to be a successful politician, you have to lie about something or compromise something. That's pretty much it. You have to lie about something, compromise something. You cannot be honest and have integrity. It's basically out the window. Like if I was to run for as a politician somewhere right now, I probably wouldn't win it because I would have to state my beliefs, my morals, and there's a lot of people out there who really get upset when you say, I believe in this, I believe this is wrong, I believe this is wrong, and I believe this is wrong, and we should do something about it. People go, that's their right, let them do what they want to, man. I'm not going to go into any details about my beliefs because that's a rant for a different video. But, you can't defend anyone in politics. If you are perceived as offensive to someone, you can't do anything. Like, oh, well, gay rights. You can't say you're against gay rights. You can't flat out say you're against. But you can't flat out say you're for it either. Because if you say you're going to do this for gay rights, the anti-gay rights people or whoever against, gay marriage, oh, well, I'm not voting for him. And if you say you're against, gay marriage, the gay rights people picking them, they hate gays. Which is another thing about people overreacting and, misusing words. He didn't say he hates them, he didn't say he loves them, just don't overreact about those things. There's some more important things where that warrant more aggressive responses, but not something like that. And that's politics in general. Oh, well, my name is Barack Hussein Obama, but I'm changing the Hussein part because it's politically incorrect to have the name Hussein. That's just politically correct in politics. That's horrible to me. That's absolutely horrible. You have to be politically correct to be in politics. All the time, all the time. Oh, well, he said such and such that's offensive. Oh no, he is talking in an Indian accent, and that is offensive to me. How dare he talk like I do? How dare he think he talks like I do? Oh, two different Indians in one. Won't see that in Hollywood. Well, you might. I haven't seen all of Hollywood, but that's my issue with politics and politicians. We elect liars, get mad that we elected a liar, get mad because no one does anything, and this is just to scratch the surface. I haven't even got to the good stuff yet. We pay Americans who pay taxes. If you don't pay taxes, then not you, but we as American citizens pay taxes. Where do these taxes go? America. Well, what can America do with these taxes for good? Well, assuming we weren't in trillions of dollars of debt. Pay federal employees, not talking about politicians. We could fix our roads, provide real health care, and not this Obamacare crap. And just make people's lives a lot easier, like who are hungry, who need a place to stay. We could help them. We could create jobs. We could build new things. We could invest in science and mathematics. And we wouldn't just have to glorify sports. Did you see my other rant about, sports athletes who being greedy and, actors and stuff getting paid all that money? But politicians, the ones in Congress, they can give themselves a raise. They can vote to give themselves a raise. And I'm not saying they're all greedy, but most of them, aren't going to turn down money, and they're not going to give back money. They're not going to say, well, let me cut down my, stuff a little bit so, these hungry people can be fed. Don't let me cut down my pay a little bit so this elderly person can have the medical supplies they need. Let me vote myself a raise. Let me put this down as a tax write-off instead of forking out a little bit of money. Because I watch a little bit of the, certain CNN specials if they catch my eye. Like, one was about a congressman. He rents a car, not any normal car, a fancy car, just to drive around in. And, America pays for it. It doesn't have to pay any of his salary. America pays for it. And, I'm trying to remember, $4 million in trips to Hawaii or something like that by Obama. And I'm just like, really? For the money he just spends on probably one trip to Hawaii, I could be set for life. I could, for a fraction of that, a very small fraction of that, I could have everything in this house that needs fixing fixed. With new cars, well, not new cars, but, fixed up cars, make sure everything that's wrong with them, make sure they're in perfect working order, fix up everything around here, and still have money to save. But no, he's got to go to Hawaii. He's got to go to Hawaii. He's got to have those vacations. He's the president. He deserves those vacations. And I'm just using him as an example. I'm not Obama bashing. And another thing, politicians, let's get health care. We need country health care. Anyone who's really researched it knows it's pretty crappy. It is actually very crappy. Very crappy. If we were a country, making money instead of losing all this money, I'd say, well, we could actually afford to take care of our people. Not this, oh, well, we might cover this a little bit, a fraction of the price. But real health care, I'd be all for it. This isn't health care what Obama is giving us. I know, debate in the comments, go ahead, argue it out, fight it out, fight. Do whatever you want, Or flag them for spam. Flag people who are fighting for spam, that's even better. But these politicians don't need all this money. They could easily give it back to America. Easily. They may not have all their expensive cars all the time. They might have to drive their own car. They might have to not buy expensive, luxuriant things. But America would be better off. But who wants that? When I can, line my own pockets, why would I care about America? Who cares about America? When I can get rich myself, who cares about them? Another thing about, wrapping it up in conclusion, I think about America is I am saying right here, money-wise, could do better than most of these politicians. I would tax football players' income. I would tax movie stars' income. I would tax other people who make ridiculous amounts of money for what they do. And I would cut a lot of politicians' stuff. I would cut their ability, to just write everything off as tax and make them actually use some of their money. Because whenever if I go to work, most of the time, it's not one of those things where the company pays me to drive a car to work. I have to drive my own car with my own gas money, and I can't write it off as a tax write-off, so why should they? Some companies, have to do that based on everything, They have to have that car there or something. But most people drive their own vehicle to work, and I don't think that's an outrageous thing to do. Most people can't give themselves a raise, which I don't think is outrageous. They can't lie to get, to get a job and keep it anyway. Most of the time, very rare case they don't get away with it. They can't lie while doing their job and get away with it. At least they shouldn't be able to, and most of the time I would assume they're not. Because if they were lying, then they wouldn't be able to do what they said or whatever. But politicians, they get away with it. They spend all this money while lying. They lie to get there. They lie to stay there. They spend all this money, and they don't really care about America. I'm pretty sure I could do a better job getting the deficit down than they could. But, that's politics for you. Because they all have to agree on it, and they all have different interests. I'm pretty sure some companies are tugging at their shirt, but not Coca-Cola. Maybe Pepsi, but not Coca-Cola. Don't get offended, Pepsi people. Please don't get offended. But I think that about wraps it up. I'm pretty sure there's 100 more things that I could go on for this about another 20 minutes or so, if not longer. But if I missed something that you really want to point out, write down there in the comments. That is where the comments love you and you love the comments and all that. If you agree with my general assessment of how horrible politics in America are and politicians, how horrible the stuff is, give me a nice thumbs up. If you somehow think America is in a good position and the political system works fine, then you give me a thumbs down. But odds are, I think anyone who's watched to this point, would give me a thumbs up. And anyone who's already rage quit and said, "Oh, he's talking about politics. I do not like him. Oh, he said something bad about Obama. I do not like him. I will give him a thumbs down, and I will make sure everyone knows he's a horrible person because he said one bad thing about Obama that he didn't like what something Obama did. How dare he?" Just like a politician would do. Hey, yeah, thank you for watching. I am Lime Wedge Lodge, and if you haven't liked Professor Coke on Facebook, go and do that. Facebook.com/Professor Coke. And I would link, I'm not sure if I'll do it, but I may link down below the link to my president campaign thing. Of course, I won't be able to run for president for a few more years, but it's never too early to get started. Maybe by then I'll have about 3 million Facebook likes and I'll actually get 3 million votes or something. But anyway, this is Lime Wedge Load signing off.